All right. We're just getting the Discord set up. I think I have to invite my brother again. Where'd he go? Unless he's back already. I don't know. I don't know how this works. I don't know anything about computers. Ah. New unread.
Hello.
Hello.
Sorry, I'm late. I didn't have my stuff together. I gotta plug in my camera and microphone.
Oh, no
1 second.
worries. Yeah, take your time.
Yeah.
I started the stream already, FYI. So don't trash talk anybody. Except for me. You can trash talk me all you want.
That's all right. I wasn't ready for the call time.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay. I just have the stream is starting. There's just music playing in the background. People can hear us talking. And that's fine.
Call technical difficulties. Right?
Yeah, of course. That's fine. Nothing wrong with that. But don't give me no never mind.
Good. I need a bigger USB hub.
Yeah, that's starting to happen. I'm starting to require stuff. I went and I bought a switch to get the 1,000 gigabit ports, and or is that accurate? The 1 gigabit ports, and it has 4 outputs, which is plenty. And then I got them home and went, okay, that's one for my work computer, one for my home computer, one for my Wi-Fi router, which I'm using as a wireless access point on the second floor, and one for my PS4. Now I'm out of ports.
Yeah, you need 8. I could have told you that.
Yeah.
Um.
But I can get another one for $22. But
yeah. Oh yeah. No, it's a nice one. And then you chain those together.
Yeah. Although, yeah, it's fine.
So I don't know. I plugged everything in. I don't know if I can do this live or not. Probably, I would imagine.
Sure.
Could.
I don't. It's not. I don't have any video on air. Well, that's weird. Is that me
OBS,
or you?
Which I don't have running. Oh shit. Oh wait. Yeah, I'm gonna go through OBS.
Hey, you want to start your virtual camera? If you did, do you have the most recent version?
I don't know. Italian singing.
Well, you can tell because they're on the side where it says start streaming, start recording, studio mode. It'll have a start virtual camera there now. That'll be the newest addition.
Yeah, that's the one. All right. So I have this. Do I need to do it again? No, I need to add it again because I changed ports. I think. Hang on. Setting up a scene. I'm making a scene.
Say the farmers are revolting. I say, of course they are. We're in my gaming server. Whoops. That's okay. There's only 3 people in here, and that's you, me, and Curtis on occasion. So unless he jumps in the server, he's not going to hear us. But if you hear some weird voice going, "Hey, you want to play Dead by Daylight?" That'll be Curtis.
Oh yeah, okay, got it. So I've made an invention.
Uh-oh.
Hang on, I need to go get it. I need to go get something to make sure that the camera doesn't spin.
Oh, okay. Let me see if I can figure this out.
Jane is our producer here. So now I can go. Jane, can you look this up for us? Like Jamie? Yeah. So she can. She's listening. So don't badmouth her. Talk about her cooking. Except you can talk about cooking things with the head on, because I talk a lot about that. Prefer my food to not have head and look at me. Back at me. Right. Oh, that one's a little hot. I got a hot spot. Hot spot on my green screen. There. Okay.
What's this one look like? Yours looks all weird.
I'm just about ready. One sec.
Fine.
Okay. That should be good. And turn this back on.
Oh yeah, I forgot I did that. Oh man. I'm gonna have to redo that one. Chat box.
Not bad. Oh, this is a little hot.
Yeah. I do this now. I'll be over here. Help you out.
That's pretty good.
There we go. It works. How do we do this now? Might have to change it.
On the Eggo waffle. Oh yeah, I forgot to credit you for your transitions on the. You're gonna learn some Git. Yeah. Yeah. Oh. Oh. Oh yeah. Right. There was a bunch of missing clips. Yeah, all the audio clips were missing from the repo. Yeah. And I could only watch 8 minutes of it. No, he was my old manager. He left right before I did. He was just starting a comment there.
I see.
And I did put for Uber nerds as well, like people that will actually watch this even though there's no music on it. And
yeah.
I've gotten to the point where you don't get tons and tons of views on them, and you spend all the time on it, and it gets like 30 views. So I'm starting to think easier content to produce more often, rather than doing a Martin Scorsese film.
Sure. So this here.
Oh, there. See, that's pretty good. I invented a center cam. That's actually really good. It looks like I'm not looking up like that. I'm not looking down like that. That's like the camera is right there.
Weird.
I put myself behind it, and we're not sharing anything yet, so I'm looking at myself. But
oh yeah, I'm not. It's just us on here. I'm trying to figure out this chat box on the side. Trying to remember how I did it.
Discord.
And no, it's look on YouTube. If someone was to chat to us, I had this here, but
yeah.
I had it, and I know how to do it. I had it on pop out chat, and I thought I just went into properties, but it's just telling me no properties available. So Oh yeah, I know. I'm hearing myself. Elections. Hang on. Check, check, check. 1, 2. And no, it's yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, hush now. I got a better idea. Remove chat box. Eh, eh. Oh yeah. Yep. All of it. Enter this stuff up a little. Yeah. Fine. Fine. Yeah. Ah, man. It's too much like working. There we go. Yeah, annoying. I wish that was just working all the time. Pain in the ass. Okay, so I'm gonna close this and this here, and then I'm gonna clear that. Yeah, it looks weird, but I like it. Okay, so this one. Oh, there we go. That's what I want.
I'm talking about.
There we go. This. Hold on. Sorry, I'm just making a dumb adjustment here, but it's just for me.
Okay.
Nobody else is gonna even see it.
So back on DaVinci Resolve now. Now they have a computer that can actually do it.
Oh, that's good. It's frustrating to use DaVinci Resolve with a slow computer. It's really, really, really frustrating.
I discovered this.
But when you get it, if you get one, I have a studio driver on mine.
Who? What?
A studio. I have the NVIDIA studio driver.
Oh yeah, okay.
And it is the cat's bananas or pajamas or however you say it. I really like it because if you're not using that one, that is. Oh, I don't need that. It's the cat's pajamas. That's all I'm trying to say. Because if I use it with my video game drivers for video, then my computer doesn't like it. But if I have the studio drivers, which is designed for video editing, it just screams. It's really good.
Oh yeah, I got you.
Yep.
Oh yeah, I got you.
Oh wow. Okay, so that looks pretty good. Audio's fine. Drop shadows are fine. We're all fine.
Yeah.
How's things out in Vancouver?
Pretty good. I'm editing a sewing one that we did before that outfit that Jane wore that matched the thing. I hemmed those pants because I own a sewing machine.
Oh yeah.
I made a mistake and said that I knew how to sew, and then recorded the whole thing. And I'm down to an hour and 23 minutes. But judging, most people can't even watch a 5-minute video. Nobody's gonna watch an hour of somebody doing sewing, like hemming pants.
Sure.
But yeah, it's all right.
All that time I lived in Aunt Bonnie's house with all those sewing machines and everything like that. I had all that time I could have learned.
Oh, it's not hard. You'd figure it out.
Yeah, I was kind of regretting, like, now that I have the kids, I was kind of going, if they have little rips in their clothes and stuff like that, or I want to make them clothes
Yeah.
or a costume, just like, this would be easy to do. Like, but when I was a teenager, my hands used to shake so much I couldn't thread needles, not even a sewing machine. So
Well, my problem now is I can't see the thing.
yeah, you need to get the lens presbyvision. You know about that? You look
Yeah,
that
I
up,
know that.
right?
They told me, so I went for that. I was too old for that. My problem is,
You're too old for it. I met a
or
lady that.
too young for it. I needed to wait till I was 55. So they said no, because your vision is okay, uh, in this range,
Mm,
and they wouldn't do it. And the people that are
ah,
going to put lasers in my eyes, if they said no, we're not going to do it, I just say okay. I don't have any questions, right? Because it's my mid-range vision is okay, and they said it would mess up your mid-range vision, and you don't want that. So they said they wouldn't do it.
well, that's interesting. Okay,
Yeah.
well, I didn't know that. So I'm not going to bother going for a consult. If it's gonna, I have to wait 6 years anyway.
Well, everybody's going to be different,
Yeah, that's fair.
and that's just my thing because mine I can, uh, like I don't have any. When reading a book out to about arm length, I can't really see, right? I have
Mm,
glasses on, but there's a range between that I can see okay, and then there's a bit beyond that where it's just I used to be able to see a lot further than I am now. But that mid distance, they said it was going to change that mid distance, so they wouldn't do it. Fine,
all right.
save me some money. Fine with me. People are going to burn my eyes. I'm going to listen to. You say no, okay?
Well, the lens presbyvision, they don't burn your eyes. They
Yeah,
just replace the lens.
yeah,
And the thing that doesn't make sense for me is when you get laser surgery, they do burn your eye, but then when you need the near vision and far vision, they make you able to see the short distance with one of your eyes, and then your other eye they correct it for distance, and your brain compensates. But I was just like, no, I'll stick to
yeah,
reading glasses. That sounds like the worst thing you could ever do to a person. Sounds awful
yeah.
because you can't reverse it,
Yeah, exactly.
and it wears
Yeah,
out.
yeah, that's the other part. You got to do it, and then you got to do it again, and then when you do it again, you can't do it again.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
All right. So what are we doing today? Any ideas?
Uh, have you bought the solution architect one, or you want to do
Yep.
more of the?
Yep.
You did?
Yep. I bought it 2 weeks ago. I bought it 3 weeks ago. A couple
Okay,
weeks
let's
ago.
do that one. Let's start with that one.
All right.
We'll
Let's have a
do
look.
we'll do training mode.
All right.
Uh, where do I see your return thing? All I see is me.
Well, I'm gonna have to share my screen. Um, Man, I have so many screens. Oh, screens. That's what I
So
need.
it's hilarious that uh, it's hilarious. My my uh, my redneck. Uh, what do I call it? They just came out with this product, Center Cam. That's what it is, Center Cam. And it comes down. It's like a thin camera that comes down from the top, and it just goes in the middle of your screen.
Oh, like what you were talking about a while ago, that you can be looking
Yeah,
at the middle of your screen.
yeah,
Did
correct.
you buy that? Do you have that in front of you?
No, I made one.
Uh,
Uh, so you know what Ready Rod is? Giggity? No, just seriously, do you know what Ready Rod is?
no,
Okay,
I do not.
so Ready Rod, any store that you go to will have Ready Rod, and it's just a pre-threaded rod of different dimensions.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the spud on on one of those tripods, or any of those things, or a 1/4 inch, and I happen to have like what is this? Probably 10-inch ready rod. Giggity. So I have a old IKEA abandoned thing as my desktop, like my table, not my computer desktop, but my actual desktop. So I don't care about it. So I drill holes into it. It's basically a workbench. So I drill the hole right into the center.
Yeah.
And then put a couple of washers and some nuts, giggity, on the bottom of the ready rod. Again, I'm not going to do giggity every time.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, put it out and then drill the hole into it so the 2 nuts go into the bottom, and then just straight up ready rod. Oh, here. Should have some here. That's ready rod.
Oops. Oh yeah. Yeah, I got you.
That's ready rod. And actually, can show you exactly what I've done. So there's my other camera, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that piece happens to be that exact thing. So there's my center cam.
Yeah.
It's hilarious.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Works good. And it cost me $0 because I've had those ready rod things forever and ever.
All right, can you see my shared screen?
Yeah, see it.
All right. And I didn't share my video with you, right? Like you can't see me?
No, I just see your screen.
It's just a return feed. Anyway.
Yeah, no,
that's fine. Okay.
Got a good size here. So which one are we gonna do?
Well, I was thinking that we could do a review mode, just because we get the answer right away. Because I'm just starting to learn, so I'd just be straight up guessing for like 70% of these probably. So, but not section based, just or topic based, just review mode.
Yeah. Okay.
Because I found that these were good on the Cloud Practitioner after I had a basis. I had a baseline, like what I was looking for, and then I needed to focus on what it actually was. And then I went back to the time mode, review mode, and then did the final exam a bunch of times in a row. But anyway.
And this time you're a little bit more self-reliant than you were for the Cloud Practitioner one, because this is like learning for you. This isn't just taking the test. You did a lot of learning before starting this one, right?
Yeah, that's true.
And this one is just this is a good way to determine what it is you need to learn and to determine what you already know. So,
yeah, definitely. All right, so
and also determine how much I mess up, because keep messing them up because they change it on me. Now I have the excuse that I don't do that anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
Although we still do a little bit.
Well, tech jobs are weird. Like I'm doing the product support job now, and then like I'll get a call and for support on a product I haven't thought about or touched for 6 months.
Yeah.
So, that usually doesn't. There's usually no problems with that. And I have to pop open the manual, the service manual, or whatever, and when that happens, because you can't, at my job there's a million parts.
Yeah.
Without exaggerating.
Yeah.
All right. So. The only thing I like about the section base is there are only 35 questions.
That's fine. You don't have to do any. You can bail on these
Well,
anytime you want.
well, it's true. It's not gonna.
Take,
It's not like I'm getting graded on my on my reviews. Fair enough.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
And
Dude.
nobody looks at this other than you and people that happen upon this thing.
Word.
Yeah. Well, I've given a couple of shout outs to this one when people are asking about training resources. But you got to be specific, though. It's the tests, not the courses. The course isn't that great.
Word. Okay.
All right.
So, pharmaceutical company has resources hosted both on their on-premises network and in the AWS cloud. They want all of their software architects to access resources on both environments using their on-premises credentials, which is stored in Active Directory. In this scenario, which of the following can be used to fulfill this requirement?
I think you can get this by elimination.
Well, that's what I've done. That's where I am right now.
That's my guess as well, right there.
Well, let's check. Okay. Do you want me to go through it before or check first?
I'll just check. I think it's right. Yeah. ADFS is a big thing. You hear it in Amazon world all the time. And we actually have that, or we had that in the client I work for. Active Directory. So their thing was actually they didn't want any IAM users. So if you had access, you had access through Active Directory.
Yeah, it kind of makes sense. Like, I feel like I felt like IAM is more like you and I as solutions architects would be having
Correct.
that. Correct. Not the end user.
Correct.
Because you don't want them editing their own
IAM stuff, but system. you can eliminate that. But it's just if you already have a large Active Directory thing, you don't want to manage.
Yeah, well, you can. I guess it's true. It said IAM users is incorrect because the situation requires you to use the existing credentials stored in the Active Directory, not user accounts generated by IAM.
Yeah, and then so even further beyond that, you end up having duplicate user management, which is not good.
Yeah, that's true. Well, VPC is fairly obvious.
Yeah,
that's why.
No.
Okay, and then and this other one is incorrect because this is primarily used to let users sign in via well-known IDPs.
Yeah, remember Web Identity Federation. Just remember that.
Okay. But that was fairly easy. Oh yeah, I've been doing a Python course on just on YouTube.
Oh yeah, it's
good. Like really comprehensive. It's 4 hours and 26 minutes. It's just a guy sitting in the corner on YouTube, just like we're sitting in corners on YouTube, and just going, this is how you do this. And because I have the JavaScript and Java learning behind me, I'm just like, oh wow, like it's so easy.
So now you'll understand the statement a little bit more. One of the things that I say is if you know a programming language or a few programming languages, you should be able to learn any programming languages because it's just if then else's in different formats.
What's else if, for, while loops, and
logic control. There's different logic control for different things, but the
basic
are the same.
Well, yeah, just like there's cool different stuff like type, accept, and what do you call it? Just identifying errors and stuff like that. That's what that is. But it was just, it's cool. I found it yesterday, 4 hours and 26 minutes, and finished 3 hours and 15 minutes. And I have the what's it called? PySmart?
PyChart or PyCharm?
PyCharm, yeah. So I have PyCharm here. Like
nobody really uses. Well, that's not true. Some people do use PyCharm. but most people just use Visual Studio Code with the Python.
But this is just what he was using to teach, right? So
Yeah. No, it's good. I've used it. Lots. It's a good tool. It's a really good way to learn it too. I think I used it for 6 months or 8 months.
well, and it has the like little errors that pop in and goes, we were expecting a colon here. We're expecting this. You have this here. That's that's outside of the loop. And I'm just oh cool, because like while I was debugging it myself, like I would pause it, debug it, and then he would go, then you have to do this, and I didn't have to correct the code because I was using the automated debugging, which is kind of cool because it sunk it in my brain a little deeper. How come there's a slash here? That's it. 1 star off.
Yeah, half star. Slasha.
Slasha.
Is that that's the name. That's her name. Or that's his name. It's like Pat, just Pat.
Newly hired solutions architect is assigned to manage a set of CloudFormation templates that are used in the company's cloud architecture. The architect accessed the templates and tried to analyze the configured IAM policy for an S3 bucket. Hi, Archer. What are you doing?
Take me the other way, and I'm not there.
That's right. Can you? What are you doing?
I need your help to unlock.
Oh, you need help logging in? Just 1 sec, Scott.
Yeah, no worries.
He needs help logging into Disney Plus here. On his. Oh, that's weird. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. Archer, are you having a good day?
Oh yeah.
Did you?
Sorry.
Yeah, don't. You dummy.
It's a.
Hey, Archer.
It's a break.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay,
Archer just tried to take down this green screen. No.
Oh, yeah, he's got a thing for that with me. Only when I'm there though, because I guess that's the only time you use it.
Why is that there?
What's what where?
This.
Okay, don't touch my screen. Okay, go downstairs. Okay, buddy. Have a good time.
No, I cannot go.
Yeah, go to your room. Okay.
Yeah,
you can hang out in your room. Or my mommy sent you for some quiet time. Okay. Oh, okay. Good. No, you can't stand here. You almost destroyed my whole studio.
Yeah.
Shut the door, Archer. Thank you. Okay.
Golf clap.
Too bad there's not another adult in the house that could have done that for him. A newly hired solutions architect. This is going to be the one time she's going to be watching my stream.
Yeah.
A newly hired solutions architect is assigned to manage a set of CloudFormation templates that are used in the company's cloud architecture in AWS. The architect accessed templates and tried to analyze the configured IAM policy for an S3 bucket. Yeah, what does the IAM policy allow? All right, so these are the choices.
Yeah.
What does the above IAM policy allow? An IAM user with the IAM policy is allowed to change access rights to Boracay S3 bucket. Oh, it doesn't look like it. An IAM user with this IAM policy is allowed to read. Oh wait, well maybe it might be. I'll put the one as a maybe. Read and delete objects. I'm gonna say they are allowed to, for the Boracay one, I'm gonna say they're allowed to write. Or What do you think? Can you see
so
all
you
that?
got one. You got one, right?
Yeah.
And so that's put and write are the same thing.
I thought so.
And then what's the other one? S3 list. And what's the one above
It's
it?
get and list.
So they can get an object and they can list an object and they can put an object. So get means like download. You can get it. List means it can list the buckets. So cool. What's the last one? I can't see the last one. Read objects from all S3 buckets.
It's the only one without Borake.
Yeah, I can go up. I think it's correct because it doesn't have. Yeah.
That's the only. That is the only reason I put it, and what it says. Get and list.
Yeah, I think that's right then. Oh, there's three. There's one more.
Oh, damn it! I would have picked that one too, because if I had read this,
that's the one. That's the one. That's the one where you gotta watch the testing part. Like that's the test. The test thing, because most of them are two, but occasionally they have a three.
Yeah, I don't know if that happened during the Cloud Practitioner test. I don't think it did.
You probably just knew them or had practiced enough to not get tricked by that.
Maybe.
But yeah, you gotta watch that. And you don't. The problem is you don't get partial. You don't get partial.
Yeah, you don't get partial points for an incorrect answer. Yeah, I know. It's hard to calculate.
Yeah.
I mean, you could, but
if they were nice, they would do it. They're not nice.
There are a lot of outages in the availability zone of your RDS database instance to the point that you have lost access to the database. What could you do to prevent losing access to your database in case this event happens again?
This one you should remember. What you do. That's correct.
That's what I think.
Yeah, that's right.
I didn't need to go over that. No. A financial application is composed of an auto-scaling group of EC2 instances, an application load balancer, and a MySQL RDS instance in the multi-AZ deployments configuration. To protect the confidential data of your customers, you have to ensure that your RDS database can only be accessed using the profile credentials specific to your EC2 instances via an authentication token. As the solution architects of the company, which of the following should you do to meet the above requirement? Well,
you have to ensure your RDS database can only be accessed using profile credentials specific to your EC2 instances. Yeah, authentication tokens. Yeah, that's right.
No, it's not.
Oh man, you bastard! I had this one. I got this one wrong on my test.
No, it's funny. You can authenticate. So false flag was a token. That's the reason was the authentication token, because I thought it had to go through a token. But let's read why. You can authenticate your DB instance using AWS IAM database authentication. IAM database authentication works with MySQL, Postgres, SQL. With this authentication method, you don't need to use a password when you connect a DB to a DB instance. Instead, use an authentication token. An authentication token is a unique string of characters that Amazon RDS generates on request. Authentication tokens are generated using AWS signature. Version for each token has a lifetime of 15 minutes. You don't need to store under the credentials in the database because authentication is managed externally using IAM. You can also still use standard database authentication. Okay. Fine. Using a combination of IAM and STS to restrict access to your RDS instance via temporary token is incorrect because you have to use IMDB authentication for this scenario and not a combination of IAM and STS. Although STS is used to send temporary tokens for authentication, this is not a compatible use case for RDS. Okay.
Yeah, that's the problem there.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, because STS, I know STS is how you get temporary credentials. So I had two there. For me, it was I didn't actually have tokens as the false flag. It was STS was the false flag for me.
Okay. Great. Okay. A solutions architect identifies a series of DDoS attacks while monitoring the VPC. The architect needs to fortify the current cloud infrastructure to protect the data of the clients. Which of the following is the most suitable solution to migrate these kinds of attacks?
DDoS is
Distributed denial of service.
no, for the service. So there's a service web application firewall. I think it's Shield. I think Shield is specific for DDoS attacks, I believe. Security groups is not. Fire AWS File Manager. That's no. I don't think Firewall Manager is the thing. It might be, but I don't think it is. The web application firewall is a thing. But I think the firewall doesn't protect you from DDoS attacks. I think as AWS Shield, I think, is before the firewall.
Is AWS Shield Advanced a thing? Because I haven't heard of it.
That's a service. AWS Shield is a real thing.
AWS Shield Advanced.
Oh, I didn't see Advanced. All right. Might be. Oh, yeah. Could be.
It might be, but that's why I'm asking you. I don't because I'm not aware.
Yeah. I didn't know there was an advanced thing. I just thought AWS Shield.
Well, there might not be. That might be the trick. Because I'm looking for distractors. I'm looking for the stem, and for me, this one looks like the most security. So using the AWS Firewall Manager, set up a security layer that will prevent SYN floods, UDP reflection attacks, and other DDoS attacks. But this also might be a distractor.
Yeah.
This here, that specific words. So set up a web application firewall using blah blah blah. But I'm inclined to agree with you. Use AWS Shield to detect and mitigate DDoS attacks. If the word advanced wasn't there, I wouldn't even be thinking about it.
Yeah. You got me questioning.
But I'm gonna go with it. And we're gonna see. I pick this one. You pick this one.
Okay.
Yeah, you're right. Woohoo!
Is there a link there to this service? You know, I need to go.
Well, I'm just reading. Sophisticated. AWS Shield Advanced provides additional detection and mitigation against large and sophisticated DDoS attacks, near real-time visibility into attacks, and integration with AWS WAF web application firewall.
Yeah.
Okay, and just this one is incorrect because even though, oh wait, no, this one was the one that the firewall manager is mainly used to simplify your WAF administration and maintenance tasks across multiple accounts and resources. It does not protect your VPC against DDoS attacks. So DDoS white paper, I guess Shield. One.
Yeah, Shield. Yeah.
Hang on, I'm just gonna Google this.
Yeah, probably just need a little video is probably all you need, like we were doing before. You click on
Not
oh yeah, that just this now.
this here. AWS Shield Advanced provides enhanced resource-specific detection and employs advanced mitigation and routing techniques. For sophisticated or larger attacks, you also get 24/7 access to the AWS DDoS response team, DRT, for manual mitigation of edge cases affecting your availability. Well, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
All right. A company requires all the data stored in the cloud to be encrypted at rest. To easily integrate this with the other AWS services, they must have full control over the encryption of the created keys and also the ability to immediately remove the key material from AWS KMS. The solution should be able to audit the key usage independently of AWS CloudTrail. Which of the following options will meet this requirement?
You had this question in your other one, I believe.
In the Wiz Labs?
Was it the Wiz Labs or was it the Cloud Practitioner? Because it was a very similar question to this.
Oh, yeah. I think it's the fourth one. I think it's this one. And I will tell you why, if you got the time. A company requires all data stored in the cloud to be encrypted at rest. Fair enough. To easily integrate this with other AWS services, they must have full control over the encryption of the created keys, and also the ability to immediately remove the key from AWS KMS. So, I don't think they wanted AWS owned. I don't think they wanted AWS managed.
Right.
So, use AWS Key Management Service to create a CMK in a custom key store for them, and store the non-extractable. And they want to be able to audit the key usage independently of CloudTrail. Well, that's not going to be in S3.
Correct.
Man. So it's going to be in Cloud HSM. So that's why I think it's the fourth one, basically.
Yeah, that's right.
Good.
Yeah, all of your logic was correct. You said what it said in there.
Fair enough. A company has a cloud architecture that is composed of Linux and Windows EC2 instances that process high volumes of financial data 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. To ensure high availability of the systems, a solution architect needs to create a solution that allows them to monitor the memory and disk utilization metrics of all the instances. Which of the following is the most suitable monitoring solution to implement?
All right, so I don't know if you remember me talking about. Oh, can you actually pull up a search? I'm gonna put a little bit of training in there.
Sure.
Play loosey goosey, just in time training. So do custom metrics versus standard metrics AWS.
What are you looking for?
Go about AWS Cloud Custom Metrics. Probably you don't need the versus. Yeah, just custom metrics AWS. And then that one's good. No, that's not it at all. That's not good. Hang on, let me find one. I will find one. was not ready for this one, but I know what I'm looking for. I'll find it fast. Oh yeah, here we go. No. Okay, this try just CloudWatch metrics, maybe. Maybe that.
Fine.
Oh, yeah, that.
That is the whole page.
Yeah. I think I might have to find it by clicking on CloudWatch. Hang on a second.
Well, you know, like going through all this, like once we answer that question, all the links to all this stuff is going to probably be in the answer.
Oh yeah. All right. So
let's just look at this again.
It's install CloudWatch agent. It's the second one, but you don't know that yet. So just we'll consider this one a learning one. Get the links, but it's number 2 for sure. Okay. Oh yeah, here we go. This is what
I'm saying. Amazon CloudWatch has available. That's one of the reasons why I want to do the review. Because it's all there. Even if you get it right, it teaches you. Amazon CloudWatch has available Amazon EC. I mean, that's why this is a very good course. Amazon CloudWatch has available Amazon EC2 metrics for you to use for monitoring CPU utilization, network utilization, disk performance, and disk read writes. In case you need to monitor the below items, you need to prepare a custom metric using Perl or other shell script, as there are no ready-to-use metrics for all of those things.
Yeah, this is very, 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 very important for day-to-day stuff.
Take note that there is a multi-platform CloudWatch agent that can be installed on both Linux and Windows-based instances. You can use a single agent to collect both system metrics and log files from EC2 instances and on-premises servers. The agent supports both Windows servers and Linux and enables you to select metrics to be collected, including sub-resources metrics such as per CPU core. It is recommended that you use the new agent instead of the older monitoring scripts to collect metrics and logs.
Correct. So you don't need to read the...
I'm not going to read the wrong answers.
You don't need to read the rest of it. But, go back, actually. Just go back, because this is important. Up, down, 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 down. Click on monitoring EC2, the reference monitoring EC2. The top one, the first reference. No,
this one here?
No, the references, and then
the first one?
Yeah, monitoring EC2. Yeah, this is a good one. You should almost bookmark this one. Because this is where it explains all of that stuff. Where it explains, this is the one I was actually looking for, where it explains what you're monitoring on the EC2 instance, how to monitor it, because this is part of keeping the lights on. And so each one of those things is a standard metric. Those are the things that CloudWatch will read out of the box. So if you end up getting a DevOps support role, this you have to know.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
And I want to look at Hush.
Oh, this was a link to a thing.
It's just it's comparisons. Oh, that's cool. And that one too.
There's all kinds of little Easter eggs on this thing. What's this?
Where you look at this. What's a security group versus NACL? Right? Yeah. Great.
EBS versus
S3 versus EBS versus EFS.
Yeah, that's a good one. Oh, there's your favorite S3 versus Glacier.
Yeah, exactly. I'll go through this later. I bookmarked it.
All right, next.
The company that you work for has a highly available architecture consisting of an elastic load balancer and several EC2 instances configured with autoscaling in 3 availability zones. You want to monitor your EC2 instances based on a particular metric which is not readily available in CloudWatch. Which of the following is a custom metric in CloudWatch that you have to manually set up?
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know this inside out and backwards. Memory and disk space are custom metrics. Swap, yeah, all that thing.
It just said that, but all I saw was utilization, so 50-50 chance for me.
All you have to really remember is memory and disk aren't custom or are standard. Sorry, memory and disk are custom.
Okay.
Memory and disk are custom. Memory and disk are custom. Memory and disk are custom. Now you know.
Fair enough. An application is hosted in an AWS Fargate cluster that runs a batch job whenever an object is loaded on an Amazon S3 bucket. The minimum number of ECS tasks is initially set to 1 to save on costs, and it will only increase the task count based on the new objects uploaded on the S3 bucket. Once processing is done, the bucket becomes empty and the ECS task count should be back to 1. Which is the most suitable option to implement with the least amount of effort?
Well, this is pretty. Yeah, this is like you're in the weeds here.
You can see that.
So, I think you can take number 1 out because you set to 2 alarm actions. Just doesn't sound right. Doesn't pass the smell test. I wouldn't set 2 alarm actions. Maybe. Just maybe. Yeah, 2 doesn't make. Create 2 Lambda functions doesn't make any sense. Set up CloudWatch event rule. There's a little bit more saying. CloudWatch event rule is something where a certain event happens and then you trigger a Lambda or whatever off of that event. So if you upload a object to S3, you can trigger a Lambda. Operation. So that's looking a little bit more like the third one. And fourth one, set CloudWatch event rule to detect S3 put operations, set target ECS clusters, increase number of tasks, create another rule to detect S3 delete operate. That doesn't make any sense, the fourth one. So I think it's
I agree.
the third one.
No, it is the last one. Weird. Well, it doesn't make sense because the ECS task count should be back to 1 because you want to go to more than 1 to save on costs. And it will only increase the task based on the new objects based on the S3 bucket. Once processing is done, the bucket becomes empty and the ECS task count should be back to 1.
Okay, see, that's what I missed there. See what I missed? There was a word in there. I just heard it the second time.
Oh, delete operation.
When the bucket becomes empty, it doesn't actually say delete. But it says once it's done and it becomes empty, which assumes that it's deleted, right? You have another. Yeah, that actually makes sense.
Okay. Yeah. All right. I follow you. The company needs to design an online.
I'll follow you back. I'll follow you back. I'll follow you back if you follow me.
What are you talking about? Like and
subscribe. I follow you.
Like and subscribe.
Yeah.
Like and subscribe.
Merch in the description.
Yep. A company needs to design an online analytics application that uses Redshift cluster for its data warehouse. Which of the following services allows them to monitor API calls in Redshift instance and can also provide secured data for auditing and compliance purposes?
Yeah, I think that's right. I think you had that in your cloud practice.
Maybe. No, it's CloudTrail.
Oh, gotcha, you bastard.
AWS CloudTrail
Oh,
is a service that enables governance, compliance, operational auditing, and risk auditing of your AWS account. With CloudTrail, you can log in activity, blah blah blah. Like, I don't know, but why is Redshift Spectrum wrong? It's incorrect because this is not a monitoring service, but rather a feature of the Amazon Redshift that enables you to query and analyze all of your data using the open data formats you already use.
Yeah.
With no loading and transformation.
Actually, I forgot CloudTrail is pretty heavily featured.
What's up? Day is it?
Sunday. Wait a second.
Well, I was playing with the kids and now I'm streaming.
Trouble now.
Well, I came up here to have a nap with Zoe at about 1 p.m. and then the kids are up here playing with me for about an hour and a half after that.
Yeah.
And then they're both in and out of here. So I guess I've been stuck here doing nothing. A company plans to launch an Amazon EC2 instance in a private subnet for its internal corporate web portal. For security purposes, the EC2 instances must send data to Amazon DynamoDB and Amazon S3 via private endpoints that don't pass through the public internet, which are the following can meet above requirements.
Public internet. Company plans launch security in private subnet to data. Amazon private endpoint.
Gateway.
Direct Connect is a networking thing.
It's Gateway.
Transit Gateway. It's also a networking thing. Transit Gateway is for like multiple accounts. I think it's Cloud Hub. I think it's Cloud Hub.
Oh, that don't pass through the public internet?
Yeah.
Yeah. Nope.
VPC endpoints. All right.
Okay. I did not know that. The VPC endpoint allows you to privately connect your VPC to supported AWS and VPC services powered by AWS Private Link without needing an internet gateway, NAT computer, VPN connection, or AWS direct connection. Instances in your VPC do not require public IP addresses to communicate with resources in the service. Traffic between your VPC and the other service does not leave the Amazon network. Well, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's very cool. What happened there? Are you putting music on?
Yeah, buddy. So
you probably wondering because these are pretty brain stretchery.
Oh yeah.
You probably don't want to do too many, burn yourself out. What do you got here? 11 to 15.
We'll do 15 and then we'll cut it. I get up every day 6:30 a.m. because that's when the kids get up. So I'm with the kids. Yesterday she got up at 10:30. Today she left the bedroom at 11. And I took the kids for 2 walks today. I took one of the Archer out for a scooter ride. Had a nap with one of the kids, and I'm getting complained at. Hey, you don't live with a girl, do you?
No, I don't. See, I told you, and I may. I say this and people laugh at me, but the secret to a successful relationship is separate apartments.
Correct.
She's asleep.
Yeah. And saying stuff like that when they're asleep.
Oh, now she's
Uh-oh, uh-oh. A startup is using Amazon RDS to store data from a web application. Most of the time, the application has low user activity, but it receives a burst of traffic within seconds whenever there is a new product announcement. The solutions architect needs to create a solution that will allow users around the globe to access the data using an API. What should the solutions architect do to meet the above requirement?
Okay. Doesn't say anything about easy to use, right? Or so Elastic being in stock is not the thing, and I think that's it.
Yeah, an auto-scaling group of Amazon EC2 instances to handle the bursts of traffic in seconds. That makes sense to me.
Yeah.
Gateway doesn't make sense to me with the Lambda. ECS cluster doesn't make sense to me. And the Beanstalk doesn't make sense to me. But this one does.
Yeah, that's right.
Nope, it is right. It's
Ah,
Lambda.
why?
Lambda. Well, let's see why that one's incorrect. AWS Lambda is a better option than Amazon ECS since it can handle a sudden burst. So I guess it can't handle a sudden burst.
Oh man, I should remember this.
Burst limit, concurrency limit.
Yeah.
Or it lets you run code without provisioning or managing servers. You pay for only the compute time you use. With Lambda, you can run code for.
Yeah, so it's a web application, and EC2 takes time.
Yeah, that's true.
Because there's like the spin down time or something like that.
Yeah.
Graceful shutdown, graceful startup. It's not instant. With Lambda, you can do instantish. That actually makes sense. I had this question. I got this question wrong too.
That would be your knee-jerk reaction, right? But it makes sense though when you think about it. Company plans to host a web application in an auto-scaling group of Amazon EC2 instances. The application will be used globally by users to upload and store several types of files based on user trends. Files that are older than 2 years must be stored in a different storage class. The solutions architect of the company needs to create a cost-effective and scalable solution to store the old files, yet still provide durability and high availability.
Yeah. So you remember what a lifecycle policy is?
I do.
Yeah. All right. Then you should get this used.
That's one of them. It says use Amazon S3 to create a lifecycle policy that will move the objects to Amazon S3 standard infrequent access after 2 years.
Yeah, there's also the Glacier one as well. So those are your two options.
Yeah. Oh, it's like two. It's two. Well, that would be cheapest, and that would be cheapest. I think. I can't remember.
Yeah,
I think this one's actually cheaper than this one, believe it or not.
It is, yeah. And the other ones, none of the other ones make sense. So.
Yeah, we got it. Cool. An application consists of multiple EC2 instances and private subnets in different availability zones. The applications use a single NAT gateway for downloading software patches from the internet to the instances. There is a requirement to protect the application from a single point of failure when the NAT gateway encounters a failure or if its availability zone goes down. How should the solutions architect redesign architecture be more highly available and cost effective?
It's a requirement to protect from a single point of failure when NAT gateway incurs a failure or if availability goes down. So I was talking about redundancy. It needs two, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm having trouble. Application consists of multiple EC2 instances in the private subnets in different availability zones. The application uses a single NAT gateway for downloading software patches from the internet to the instances. There is a requirement to protect the application from a single point of failure when the NAT gateway encounters a failure or if its availability zone goes down. How should the solutions architect redesign the architecture to be more highly available and cost effective?
I just pick one. It's too much. Why is it correct?
Okay. And that gateway is available, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, we know that. Redundancy in that zone. You must create a gateway in a public subnet to enable instances and a private subnet to connect to the internet or other AWS services, but prevent the internet from initiating a connection with those instances. If you have resources in multiple availability zones, they share one NAT gateway. If the NAT gateway's availability zone resources in the other availability zone loses internet access, you create an availability zone independent architecture, create a NAT gateway in each availability zone and configure your routing to ensure that the resources use a NAT gateway in the same availability zone. Hence, the answer is create a NAT gateway in each availability zone, configure the route table in each private instance. Yeah, I'm going to need to work on that one. No, this will be the last one. A web application is using CloudFront to distribute their images, videos, and other static content stored in their S3 bucket to its users around the world. The company has recently introduced a new member-only access to some of its high-quality media files. There is a requirement to provide access to multiple private media files only to their paying subscribers without having to change their current URLs. Which of the following is the most suitable solution that you should implement to satisfy this requirement?
I had this one. I think for some reason it was cookies. I remember cookies on this one. I didn't know that this was a thing when I got this question first. I think it's signed cookies. That's just memory. That's not knowledge. That's memory.
Well, that's debatable.
Well,
memory is knowledge. Or it's a type of knowledge anyway. You want to use an RTMP distribution. Signed cookies aren't supported for RTM. Well, that's what streaming on is RTMP.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, I think that's good. Like we went in.
My brain hurts, so I can't even imagine what's going on in your brain.
It's not good. Hurts.
Yeah. And I think that's my advice for this one. Probably small doses.
I've been learning. I've also been like, I don't know, probably ever since I started doing the cloud practitioner thing. I have been kind of in this constant state of learning for the last year and a half. Well, when I started at TOA actually, because I've been learning their stuff too, and then that CTS cloud practitioner, and now solutions architect Python, because I don't have enough. Learning going on in my brain. Oh yeah, learn how to be a dad.
Yeah, that's good. The Python one is good because you do have to learn Python scripts if you're going to do this. You have to be comfortable with that. So
that's pretty cool. And then I can just practice and stuff. Like it's the bare bones basic stuff, and then I'm at the point where he's starting to show me how to read and write and like run outside of the IDE.
I'll show you something before you go, just a couple minutes.
All right.
That you'll understand more now that you've gone through the Python stuff a bit. Pull up another tab or this tab because I think you're done. This one doesn't matter. Pull up a Google thing and type in Bodo 3. Bodo 3. Bodo 3.
How do you spell it? That? The Botox?
And then number 3, yeah. Yeah, and then click on the click on that, and then Yeah, go using Bodo 3 is probably a good one. The third one down under the quick start. Yeah, so okay, so this is a sample Bodo 3 command or Bodo 3 Python thing. I'm pretty sure you can tell me what this does. So the first one,
Oh, to print out the bucket names? Yeah.
yeah, the first
Break out
one
all the
is,
bucket names. Yeah.
yeah, import Bodo 3, which is your Bodo 3 library, and then
Oh,
S3,
yeah. Sorry. Yeah, of course.
yeah, and
Yeah.
then S3
That's your
equals
notation.
resource,
S3 equals Bodo resource. Those are your S3 buckets.
and
Then it prints
look
out
at
your
all
buckets.
your bucket names, and then print them out, and then the bottom
Oh,
one,
and you can upload a picture to your bucket.
correct.
Cool.
So that's a little Bodo 3 thing. So all the stuff that we were doing in command line for uploading stuff to S3 or downloading or scribing or whatever,
You can use Bodo 3 to do that directly.
can all be done in Bodo 3. Yeah, click on the code examples. Code examples are on the left side. Down right there, yeah. Yeah, so yeah, there's CloudWatch example. Just click on one of those. Oh yeah, it's a good one. Creating alarms. So,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So there's one that I actually used in my job for real. Describing alarms that are all in this insufficient data, and then that one. Well, that's creating alarms for CloudWatch metrics. So you can do that in Bodo 3. Poke around on there.
Oh, yeah.
Bodo 3 is a pretty common DevOps thing.
Uh,
Yeah, bookmark that one.
yeah,
But that's where you can take some of your Python, newly found Python knowledge, and like make an SQS queue, or send a message with SQS, or create a EC2 instance with Bodo 3.
Oh, that's cool, man. Thanks for showing me that. That's awesome. Because like that course is really good.
I showed you that before, but I showed you like 8,000 things
Yeah,
at the same time.
I don't remember. What do we call it?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, there it is, right there. Python in
Yeah.
4 hours. It's just this guy. He
Yeah.
just sits right there the whole time and just tells you how to do stuff.
Talks over the thing. He doesn't even type.
Oh, he types constantly. It's up here.
Oh, yeah.
This is the
Yeah,
Python.
you are quite a ways. There are quite a ways through it. Yeah, that's the freecodecamp.org. They're good.
Yeah, it's Giraffe Academy, what it's called. But free code, yeah, right there you can see. But it's just solid, and he's just like very matter of fact. He goes, "This is what you do. This is what you're doing." It'll go like he'll have up here. It'll be like I like the words Giraffe Academy, or he'll explain what this is and then what the condition is, and he has it written out in non-code words what it's going to do. And then
I call that pseudo. That's called pseudocode.
Yeah, it's like it's also how I write bills of materials.
Yeah.
When I'm making a bill of materials at work, so I'll put in line array instead of putting HX-5WB, I'll put line array weatherproof. You know, and then the next line put a bunch of amps.
Yeah.
You know, a bunch of DA amps because I haven't decided which one to put in there, and then it just go back, and then I just so I don't miss anything. And check something over it. Yeah, it's all I'm doing. It's the same idea. But it's pretty cool. Anyway, I guess what's her face is having trouble with the kids, so I'm gonna go.
All right. Fun with that. I didn't really want to go too long, anyways, especially with that one. I think this one, smaller doses.
Well, yeah, I think going aiming for an hour is reasonable for these ones.
Yeah, hour's good, especially for these ones. You're also gonna do a lot more on your own time as well now, as when you can steal moments away when kids are asleep and stuff doing this. And I know you're gonna do it because you did it with the Cloud Practitioner.
Yeah, I always do.
Yeah.
I always do.
Right.
And that's why I wanted to learn Python. Love you too. Good night. Have a good one. And thanks for watching the stream if you've been tuning in.
Yes, thank you, peoples.
Chowder.
All right, see, I'm going to hang up on this thing.
All right. Who is it?